Going on? We're rolling audio and video here today on episode 267 of The Harder Show. A very special Saturday night's alright for a live cast because why not? What else are we doing? I mean, seriously. I hope that you guys are doing absolutely awesome. Thank you so very much for tuning into this and hanging out with me here today. I am just sharing this on the old personal page here. Be sure to comment. I should be able to see your comments, I think, in the side here. I haven't done a Facebook Live on the computer in a very long time, so this is kind of a bit of a learning curve for me as well. I can see there's two people watching right now. So what's going on? How's it going? I'm here in the in the blanketed off Harder Show Studios, my corner of the world here, and we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna hang out. I got some random stuff I'm gonna talk about, and it should be a good time. I'm just posting on my personal page here. Come hang, yeah, boy. Three people. What's going on? How's it going? Be sure to comment. If someone could comment to let me know I can actually see the comments, that would be really awesome. Because I'm pretty positive that I can see comments, but I am not 100% certain if I can or not. Think I can. Can I see comments? I don't think there's any comments yet. So yeah, if you're watching, check it out. Comment. Let me know. I'd love to see y'all. Oh, here we go. We've got some comments here popping in now. They must take a second here. Ellen, hey, how's it going? What's up? Lynn, how's it going? How are you? Good. I got three people. We're sharing here. I actually think I'm going to go live on my my Instagram as well before we get rolling here because why not? Why not? I'm going to set this right here. No, I'm not going to do that. Ah, where are you going? You go here. No. You go over here. That looks even worse. I can live with that. It's gonna look weird. Sorry guys, I'm just fiddling with my stay. There we go. That kind of works, sort of, maybe. No, I hate that. I gotta scroll down here. There we go. Glad to hear it, Lynn. I loved your video you did on Mom's her recital. It was very cool. I liked what you did with the different pictures and graphics and stuff. That was very very cool. I'm a fan of your work. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get it together here. I decided very last minute to also go live on Instagram. There we go. That's close enough. What's going on Instagram? We're live here on the Harder Show Instagram. I'm doing a Facebook Live. Saturday night's all right for a live cast, folks. Because what else are we gonna do? Come hang. I will periodically look at this one, and then I'll look at this one, and then I'll look back at this one, then I'll look at this one, and we'll get a little back and forth going, homies. A good time. Come hang. Got a few people in the chat on the Facebook here. And if you are not watching this live, thank you for tuning in and hanging out. I got a couple random things I want to. Oh, where'd I go there? I lost myself. Oh no. Not that I need to see myself, but it. Uh oh. Oh no. What'd I do? Help. Oh, there we go. They've changed this so much since the last time I did a live on Facebook on the computer. Holy cow. A lot. A lot. Mike's and Beers swag, absolutely. Order yours today. We'll get going for you. I got my mic cable on the way there. Mike's and Beers is still alive. We're just Just can't seem to link up to do an episode, but rest assured it is still alive and well. Oh boy. What's up, buddy? That Tree Wolf on Instagram. Oh man, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Good to see you. Got Jason Reese, Jay Bridges Lart's in the house. The man who created this here thingy. Excuse me. Holy cow. Oh, that is nice and cold. That's good. That's what you want when you're drinking coffee. uh no, and Ellen, I don't think we ever do. I don't think we ever do. I usually have it together when I like plan things a little more. But anytime I do like a live cast, there's always a element of me not having it together. That's why I don't do live stuff. That's why I do stuff, not live, because it's a lot easier to just do things evergreen. It's a lot easier to do that. It's good to hear it, buddy. On Instagram, my boy Nate, or should be that Tree Wolf. That's just what it is. So there's a couple things I wanted to kind of touch on here, and if anyone in the chat on either the Instagram or the Facebook Live has any like fun questions or comments or anything, please, go for it. I would love to. I love getting the banter going, answering fun questions and stuff like that on these live casts. It's always fun. That's why I always do them. Oh, we got Tyler Boone in the house. Tyler, what's up, buddy? How are you? Over on the Instagram. How you doing, man? Hope things are well up there in Cali, right? Yeah, I think, yeah. I don't remember anymore, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't remember where you're from, bro. I'm sorry. I forgot. Over there making bourbon and making hit singles, God. That's it. That's all that matters. They're killing it. But we got a couple cool things coming up here on the Hotter Show. One of which I'm very, very excited about. Because it's going to be a lot of work. It's already been a lot of work. But I'm still excited nonetheless. I'm going to go ahead and move my phone again here because I don't like having to continuously look. That's fine. That works. I don't like continuously having to look away from the Facebook to look at the chat on the Instagram. So we're just going to do that. Maybe move it a little more over here. Yeah, it's fine. That works. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So yeah, Tyler, what's up, man? How you doing? So, one thing that I'm really excited about that's coming up here on the old Hotter Show, got a Halloween special coming at you, and I'm really excited about it because basically what I'm doing is I'm collecting paranormal ghost stories or other paranormal stories, mostly ghost stories, let's be serious, from either listeners of the show or friends or random people on the internet who send them to me, whatever. I'm collecting them. Either I'm going to read them in my best, like, super spooky voice, or, which that wasn't very spooky voice, but you get my point, or I'm going to have them read it in their own words, like them tell me the story in their own words. So I've already got one that's ready to go that like this individual who will remain nameless at the moment, but let me tell you, it's a good one. It's not one that's like bone chilling or anything, but it's a good story to start off with. I think that might be one of the first ones you hear. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. And I have a story about something that happened very recently to me that I'm going to tell. I might break into a classic ghost story from my time at Gigs Music. I don't know yet. I haven't decided as to what I'm going to do. But it's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it because we're going to be... There's that, and then I've got one story already that's going to be a doozy of one to read that I'm going to try and again read it in like my most creepy voice possible, quote unquote. But who knows? We'll see what happens. But definitely be sure to keep an eye out for that Halloween special because I'm putting a lot of work into it, and it's either going to be really fun and like be a big fun thing, or it's going to just kind of suck. But I'm leaning towards the first, where it's going to be a lot of fun. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. My wonderful and beautiful fiance has joined the Instagram part of this live thing. Hi, babe. How are you? I hope work is going well. And we got Ethan. What's up, Ethan? How you doing, buddy? Uh, Steven, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the Thunderdome. I don't know. I was trying to think of something funny to say. I got nothing. So if you're in the chat right now and you have any like fun questions or anything like that, please feel free to drop them. That's what these live casts are all about. People asking silly questions, and I can rant off about dumb stuff and hopefully make you laugh and entertain you. Hope all's well with you, Ethan. I see you're dropping something soon, aren't you, or something like that? Correct me if I'm mistaken. I'd love to know. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Were you dropping something? Or you had a single coming out, or did you already drop it and I missed it? I can't remember. Oh God, Ryan Wood is here, whose face you'll see right here. Wait, that's not him. This is him right here. We are watching on the TV. You're big time now. Whew. Well, that's good. I'm big time now. I got nothing special planned for this. This was a last minute live cast that was like I wanted to do something fun. I just like doing these and hanging out because I think they're fun. Usually when I do a live cast, there's like some big thing that I'm talking about, or whatever. This is just gonna be me kind of bullshitting. So don't set your tape recorders or anything. Tape recorders. What am I trying to say? Don't set your DVRs or anything. But hopefully we can hang out and have some fun. I've already been laughing. New projects in the works should drop later this month. Ethan, that's good to hear, man. Right on. Y'all got to go check out my man Ethan Flynn. He's badass. Kind of you're kind of singer songwriter meets like radio pop rock meets like you got a whole bunch of stuff going on, man. That's what I love about you. Got a lot of different stuff going on. But yeah, go check him out, Ethan Flynn. Go check him out, guys. Something coming later this month, so that should be exciting. Ryan Wood, Halloween themed question: who is the scariest bad guy you wouldn't want to face? Who is one you think you could kick the shot out of? I don't know if you meant to censor yourself, but I like it. Who is the scariest bad guy? Scariest bad guy. You know what? Recently, Sam and I have watched a couple of the, like The Nun and like Annabelle, like those movies, the Conjuring series, I guess, whatever you call them. That series of horror movies. I don't know what the name of them is. If the series has like a name, they're all connected. I would not want to mess with basically anyone in that series, straight up, because like the actually Annabelle herself, the doll, the creepy doll that lets out spirits, because she's a conduit to other evil spirits. I don't want none of that. I'm good right where I am. So probably Annabelle. I don't want to mess with Annabelle. Even though I think I jokingly was like, oh, I'll just step on her head and break it because she's a porcelain doll. But I'm good. Or the goat dude. I don't remember his name. And Annabelle Comes Home, I think. No. I'm messing this all up, Sam. But babe, I don't know if you're still here in the chat on the Instagram live, but if you are, if you remember, that'd be awesome because I can't look it up on my phone. I don't remember right now. But whoever the goat demon is from Annabelle, I don't want none of him either. So let's say that as a whole. Who is one you think you could kick the shot out of? Ryan would like to know as far as a horror movie villain I could beat up. Chucky. I'll kick Chucky's ass. I don't care. He's a doll. Get out of here. Or the leprechaun. Same thing. I'm not scared of you. Brother, how are you? Alan says, hi, Mela. Hi, Grandma. I don't know if you're still watching, but hi. Jason, how's the new job? The job is fantastic. That's all I'm going to say right now because I'm not really ready to share anything else with the world until I hopefully get some news this week. But we'll see. I don't know. But it's going absolutely fantastic. Everything I wanted. So that's good there. JV, hope all well as well, man. Alan, my dad's in here apparently. I think my little live thing isn't updating because usually you can see who tunes in, and I'm not seeing who's tuning in here on the. So I'm not sure why it's not showing me that. Everybody who's watching on the Instagram, same thing. I can't really see who's tuning in. I'm doing, for those of you who just joined us on the Instagram and as well as on Facebook, I'm currently live streaming on Facebook mainly as my main thing, but then also I'm streaming on Instagram as well. So, for those of you on Instagram, hey, I did it kind of as like a quick last minute decision. So that's why the camera's not quite. If you're on Instagram and you have Facebook, go check out the Facebook video. It might be a little more clearer and not as, you'll see not just the top part of my head, but anyway, whatever. Hey everybody on the old Instagram ski. Adam's in the house, finally buying the new real life lightsaber. No, but I want to. I would like to very badly. That would be cool. Like one of those, what do they call them? Has like the handle, and then you have it's like a steel rod gimmick or something that lights up. I want one of those for sure. I would like one. Ryan Wood on the Facebook, Thanksgiving just passed, so fella, important question. Pumpkin pie or apple pie for dessert? No questions asked, apple pie. However, I used to hate pumpkin pie. I do like it now. I ain't against it. So, but apple for sure. Nice fresh slice of apple pie, warm, little bit of ice cream on it. Fantastic. Apparently TikTok's trying to talk to me. I'm not sure why. Get out of here, TikTok. Adam has switched. Adam, welcome to the Facebook. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be updating because it's currently saying I'm having no. So yeah, I think I've learned a valuable lesson with going live on Facebook. But whatever, doesn't really matter. But oh, sorry, Ellen. I thought you saying okay. Sorry, I misunderstood your. Oh man, my dad. I mean, I wouldn't want to fight my dad. I guess. Yeah. No, I'm good. But as a bad guy, sure. Okay. Yeah, I can dig it. I like that. That's funny. Took me a second. You had to explain it to me, but I thought that was pretty funny. Lynn, more importantly, cake or pie? Oh, don't do this to me. I'm hungry now. Cake or pie? You know, see with cake, I'm not a huge fan of like just cake, but cheesecake. Oh yeah. Cheesecake all the way. So let's say cake is the key here. So again, one more time, if you're listening or watching on the Facebook or the Instagram, still I got a couple people watching on Instagram. Come on in the chat, ask some fun questions, hang out, say hey, give some life advice. I don't know, whatever. That's what these live casts are all about. Just me kind of hanging out and having some fun. One thing though that I wanted to talk about, I mentioned earlier, for those of you who are just joining us, about the Halloween special I got coming up in 2 weeks. So check that out. That's going to be a lot of fun. I think I just lost my video feed here on the. Not sure what's going on there. What's going on? Why did I lose my video feed? Not sure what. Am I still live? Still says I'm live. Anyone watching, can you all still see me, or is my video just going here? Because I don't know. It's saying that I have no video. What's going on? Okay. See if I can figure this out real quick here, guys. Yeah, it's not letting me do anything. Okay. I don't know. I got nothing. I don't know if you guys can still. It's still seeing. You can see me. Okay, that's all I care about. It's just. It's telling me that my. Okay, awesome. Thank you guys. It was saying my video's not playing, and I'm like, what the heck? It still says I'm live. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm just getting my life together here again on the Instagram. Okay, whatever. That's all that matters. Hey. But what I was saying was, we got the Halloween special. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it. We got the Halloween special coming up, so be sure to check that out. Also, next week, I just finished a very fun interview. That's gonna be a hoot for you guys with my man Kyle from Harmonic Dissection and Colette. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let me tell you, it was one of the most interesting. It is an interesting interview because I've never had to stop doing an interview because someone was doing a photo shoot. That's some rock star stuff. Okay, so Kyle, if you're watching this, you know I love you, buddy. That's good stuff, though. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. Also, next week, something kind of cool that I'm gonna say here now. I am going to be doing an Instagram live with my good friend Mr. Joe Loving from Mean Beard. We're going to be doing an Instagram live. I'm going to actually go ahead and turn off my Instagram live here because, yeah. Sorry, guys, just one sec. All right, we'll move on with life here. I'm going to be going live on the Mean Beard Instagram with Joe Loving on Thursday around 11 a.m. Somewhere in that ballpark. So check that out. That should be a lot of fun. We're going to hang out and make some fart jokes probably. And I'll ask Joe some questions about his beard and he'll answer them and we'll move on. So be sure to check that out if you're into that kind of thing. And in my bearded peeps out there currently hanging. So I keep having things popping up saying that I'm not live anymore, but it's saying I'm live. I don't understand. Whatever. Apparently my internet is not good enough to go live, even though I paid for the internet to be able to go live, but whatever. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to quickly jump on this. There we go. Okay. There. Now at least I can see somewhat what's going on. Okay, cool. Something else I wanted to talk about real quick. This is a random tidbit of something that I wanted to discuss. Those of you who know me know that I'm a humongous Five Finger Death Punch fan. Like literally one of my all-time favorite bands. And it was announced late last week, kind of early this week, by Jason Hook, who was one of the guitar players. He is he is leaving the band, and that sucks because I'm a huge Jason Hook and Five Finger Death Punch fan. But I am excited to see what happens. So big shout out to Jason Hook. Jason, thank you for all the memories and all the music and everything. That's sad to see you go, but excited to see what you do next. Should be good. Should be a lot of fun to see what happens. Catherine, thank you very much. And Ellen, the Halloween show will not be on Facebook. It will be everywhere else. It will be just an audio thing. It will be on YouTube, which might be the easiest way to check it out. But it'll just be audio. So there won't be any video or anything, but still should be a lot of fun. We're getting some cool stuff happening here. We got Matt Stock in the house. Matt, what's up, buddy? How are you? All's well. See, now I can see. This is a real learning experience, guys, with this Facebook Live situation here. because it's now. See, now I can see when people join. What is very bizarre. Yeah, I should have just gone live on YouTube, but whatever. Anyway, I wanted to interact with more people. That was the whole point of going live on the old Facebook ski. Ryan Wood, Sam loses her hair color forever, but can dye it blonde, black, or brunette. Which one would you vote for? Oh boy. Um, wow, that's a doozy. That's an interesting question. Um, I guess brunette because there's times when, like this time of year, her hair color gets a little darker. So, like, if it was like a light brunette, I might, you know, it's kind of close, I guess, to what she does. Um, yeah, I guess that's the answer to that question. Or blonde, I guess, same type of thing, I guess. But I'd rather her keep her hair color. I remember when we weren't dating super long, but she had talked about wanting to dye her hair, and I was like, "That's a no for me, dog." Good to hear it, Matt. If you have any fun, dumb questions or anything, or other fun questions, please feel free to shoot them off here, and I'll try and be as entertaining as possible. Adam Up, when can we see you do a TikTok dance? Okay, so Sam has been trying to get me to do a TikTok dance with her forever. I am not, I do not have the coordination to do a TikTok dance, but the next time, Ryan, I'll deal with you in a minute. Uh, the next time she brings one to me, I'll try really hard to do it. There was that one that was like, well, like you like slap feet with the other person and you like skip, and I'm like, we tried to do it and I kept like falling over. It's just, yeah, no. Uh, I still want her to start scaring me more and record it. That's what I want. That's what TJ wants. What about what TJ wants? That's what I would like to see. Ryan, wow, you want to change Sam? How rude. I would have fought to keep the color. Obviously, that's the main thing, but whatever. Ugh. Nice cold coffee. It's nothing like it. Nothing like it. Okay, you guys want to hear something funny that happened to me the other day? Actually, not even funny. Let me give you a sneak peek on the Halloween special here. Let me give you a little quick thing. So, I'm at work the other day at my new job, and the I'm in a room that has a door. Okay. Obviously, it has a freaking door, but you know what I'm saying. And I have the door propped open with something. And I'm on the other side of the room, and the door slams shut. And I go, oh, the air exchange must have turned on. So I open the door, and I brace it harder with we have like a little wooden block that you shove in under the door to keep it open. And maybe a minute or two goes by. I'm on the other side of the room, and all of a sudden I hear something go clonk, clonk, and the door slams shut again, this time even harder. And I turn around, and the little wooden block is on the other side of the room, and the door is slammed shut. Now, I'm a reasonable person. I do believe in spirits and things of that nature, but I don't know. It freaked me out. I'm pretty freaked out about it. I'm not gonna lie. I not a fan of that at all. So I don't know if I'm going to. I haven't had like. I'm still new in my new job. So I don't want to start like, hey guys, is there a ghost here? But that freaked me out. I don't know if you guys have ever had an experience like that, but like, I'm a reasonable person. And I can't explain that aside from the fact that there was a ghost that apparently wanted to shut the door. There's another part of that story too, but you got to tune into the Halloween special to hear the rest of it. Ryan Wood, with 3 years since we lost Gord Downey. Oh yeah, that's today, isn't it? Man, shout out to Gord Downey. Tragically hip. What's your favorite hip song? Nautical Disaster, hands down. But also, I do love Wheat Kings. I can't, like, that's kind of a cliche answer, I guess, but there's a couple. I'm not going to lie. I was never a humongous hip fan. Um, I always had respect and everything, but I just was never a huge fan. Um, but I really, watching that live concert, the last one that Gord did, um, that was interesting. And the watching that concert really made me a big fan of the hip. Uh, and you could say, you know, oh, you jumped on the bandwagon near the end. Whatever, maybe that's true. But that was a special concert. It was emotional. It was a killer performance. And I don't know, that really made me a fan of the hip. But then also, up at my buddy's cottage this year, our good friend Nathan Breeze did he did like a tragically hip tribute where he played a bunch of awesome hip songs, and I had to try and play along with a couple of them, and that really made me more of a fan of some of those songs. Uh, I love Poets too. Probably my top three, I would say, is Nautical Disaster, Poets, and then like Wheat Kings. I think, if I had to pick three. So it's three. And would are they Canada's band? We all know Canada's band is Nickelback, so let's just stop with this tragically hip nonsense. Um, they're Canada's band. I think they are. They wrote so much music about Canada and the history of Canada and things of that nature. They have to be Canada's band. I think so. I would say they are. A lot of people would disagree, and that's fine. It's an opinion based thing. But I think because of their career, the music they wrote, what they wrote about, things of that nature. I mean, come on. They got to be Canada's band. Yeah, Catherine, it freaked me out a lot. I was terrified. I think it's a nice ghost. I think it's a playful ghost. And it again, I don't want to tell the rest of it. There's one more part of the story I don't really want to tell yet. I'm saving it for the Halloween special in a couple weeks, but let's say it did something that kind of helped me too. So, you know, Ellen Furnace kicked on. LOL, clunk clunk. See, well, and the thing is randomly for a door to shut like that, like it's not abnormal for it to have been like the furnace coming on or an air exchange turning on. Like that's not that abnormal. But for me to have had the block in the door the way it was, that block was moved. And then the door was slammed shut by something. Again, I'm a very logical thinking person, and I was like, I can't explain that. Here's what it is. That was a ghost for sure. Every so often, Tom hears what sounds like someone setting the cup down. Oof. See, that's weird too. Like, it's the really specific sounds that you hear when it's like, oh hey, it sounds like someone's in the kitchen. Hey, who's in the kitchen? No one. Oh, it sounds like someone just took a plate out of the cabinet. No one's in the kitchen. So I don't know. It's freaky. I don't like it. Not a fan at all. Oh, Chris, what's up, brother? Happy Saturday and congratulations, Christopher, on the Christopher got engaged today, folks. Everyone say congratulations. Yay! Can't see my hands clapping. Yay! I can't believe she said yes. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Love you, buddy. I'm just kidding. Congratulations to you guys. Very happy for you. Now I'm sharing it with the world. Also, guys, Chris is in he has a badass solo project, Dragged. If you're a fan of the heavy stuff, check it out. Also, man, I have something else coming up in the works, so keep an eye on Dragged. But yeah, Chris, congratulations, my man. Feel happy for you guys. And I mean, I had tons of other ghostly experiences at my previous job, which is I've talked about tons in the past here on the show. Which if you're maybe watching this, if you've never actually listened to the Hotter Show podcast, uh, you can find it all over the place. It's not this. It's more. I'll have either a specific interview I'm doing, or I'll have a specific topic that I'm discussing. It's not me basically just sitting here kind of hanging out, talking with you guys. I love doing this. It's always a lot of fun. But when you're sitting listening to a podcast on a drive or whatever, you don't want this. You want some kind of a specific like topic or interview or something like that, where I'm asking someone questions, things of that nature. Excuse me. If you are a user of Spotify, the Hotter Show is on Spotify in the podcast section. We also have, it's available on like 9 different platforms. It's on the YouTube as well. Anchor, Apple Podcasts. There's lots of different apps that you can get that are all totally free to download, so you can check it out and listen that way. Yeah, just throwing it out there. Always appreciate the support. Yeah, you're welcome, Chris. I'm happy for you, buddy. That's awesome. So, is there going to be a song dedicated to her on the new record? Let's be serious. Also, Chris, okay. Also, this is a fun thing I meant to bring up and forgot. 20 years ago today, I discovered right before I went live. Unless I missed it and it was actually yesterday. 20 years ago today, the world was introduced to perhaps what is one of the greatest records of all time. Chris, if you know what I'm talking about, you're excited as I am right now. Because, ladies and gentlemen, 20 years ago today, the world was introduced to the chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water by Limp Bizkit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. One of the greatest records ever made. I don't even care. Come at me. Chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. Fantastic record. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm laughing about it, but I'm not even joking. I love Limp Bizkit. I don't even care. Chris and I do talk about this all the time whenever you come on the show. I don't even care. We'll watch a lot of paranormal shows. It's funny, Alan. We literally just last week or so on Netflix, Sam was watching The Haunting of. Oh, excuse me. My coffee's not working. The Haunting of Bly Manor, and it was not as spooky as I thought it was going to be, especially considering The Haunting of Hill House was like pretty spooky at times. It was pretty good from what I saw of it, but it was kind of meh. It was interesting, but meh. I'm going to power chug the rest of this coffee real quick here. Tim Hortons, get at me. Sponsor the show. Paranormal stuff's fun. I don't even care. I was speaking with someone about it today, and like, I said, "Man, I didn't know how you were so into this stuff." And I said, "Yeah, it's one thing that I never really like." The Harder Show is generally speaking, it's a music podcast. That's kind of what it is. It's a music interview album review podcast. Also, I'll state opinions about stuff, but generally speaking, it's very fun. Blah, blah. Try that again. Free flowing. We have fun, take you away from the world, stuff like that. You're not going to hear me go on the podcast and be like, I think that the Ford government is blah, blah. No. You're not going to hear any of that. But I also have done episodes where I talk about paranormal stuff. I've done a little bit of conspiracy theory talk with my man Chris too. I love that, and he said, "Oh, like you should do a podcast about paranormal stuff, like just a podcast just about you getting into paranormal stuff." And the answer is no. Mainly because I don't have time to. Because if I had time to, I probably would. But if I had time to, I'd have like 4 podcasts. Let's be serious. Okay? The Hotter Show would be a regular thing, obviously, as it is. Mikes and Beers would be a regular thing, obviously. That's a very close second. And then, of course, I'd have a wrestling show. And then I'd have some kind of a paranormal show. And I'd be good with that. And then we'd have one other show that I'm not going to talk about because it might still happen. But that'd be cool. That'd be cool to do. JV, what is one of your favorite podcasts you've done so far? Oh man, that's hard. I was about to say hard. It's not really hard. There's a couple. One of which, I mean, I had Sam on again recently. I mean, come on. that's that's so fun for me. Sam's done the podcast twice now in like 5 years. First time was really fun because like she was just, it was really fun to see her in the element. But then this last time around, we did an Ask Sam Anything, and I asked her questions that listeners sent in. So that was a lot of fun. Especially like once we got like halfway through it, she really kind of like loosened up, started having a lot of fun. She was really laughing and stuff, and we had some fun banter. That's one that I love. I mean, come on. But honestly, one that still sticks out to me to this day, that was one that just for whatever reason, all the stars aligned on this one. And going back and listening to it, it wasn't even necessarily that like my performance was good or anything. It was just a lot of elements went into it, and that was I did the first ever album showcase, which is different from the album reviews I did before, which was I would try and really dissect stuff, whereas the showcase is me just saying, hey guys, here's an album or an EP, here's what I like about it, here's a tiny bit about the bands, and then I play the music and we're out of here. That's kind of the episode. And the first one I did of that was a band called Rival Town, and the name of the EP is Useless Hands. And the reason why I say it's definitely top 10 for sure. It's one that sticks out a lot. There's a couple. It's a great question, JV. Holy cow, you're really I'm really racking my brain here. But the reason why that one was so sticks out to me so much, that was the only time in the history of the show where I actually got emotional during the podcast. I didn't really know why. The EP Useless Hands, basically, quickly in a nutshell, a lot of the lyrical content is about the guitarist and the keyboardist. The guitarist wrote a lot of the lyrics and music about their mother who had passed away of cancer. A beautifully amazing written EP, really emotionally heavy, but then also it ends on a really beautiful note. But there was a song on that EP called Movement. And if you're going to get one thing out of this live cast, it's go listen to Useless Hands, the whole EP. But specifically, go listen to A New Normal and Movement. Movement mainly because that's the song that literally like made me bawl my eyes out. But I was talking about it, and I don't know what I expected from the EP. They're like kind of like a pop punk kind of rock band, so I think I was expecting like more like, hey, pizza pop party, yay, fun times. I was not ready for the really kind of emotionally heavy stuff. Um, but there is a line in the song Movement, and the line simply states, I met someone new I wish you could meet. She's fixing my heart piece by piece. And for whatever reason, that line hit me in a way that I was just, I don't know. um, I don't remember if I said this on the show or not, but I determined later the reason it hit me so hard was because of my grandfather. He had passed away. At that point, it was, gosh, going on 2 years, I think, at that point. And he obviously knew Sam, and he knew how we were together and everything. But I never told him that I was going to propose to Sam. And I kind of regret that a little bit. He knew, you know what I mean? But that was one thing that, for some reason, I was just like, I wish, I always had that in me. And I didn't really realize that like I had this in the back of my head that was like, man, I wish I could have told him that. It's the only thing. That's the only real regret I have of it is like, I wish I could have just told him that, hey, I'm going to propose to Sam. And there wasn't really any reason to think why I didn't. I just didn't. And for whatever reason, man, I heard that line. And for some reason, it just flipped a switch in me. And I started talking about it. And I got emotional. And I didn't stop. I trucked through. But there's a second in that podcast where I kind of go, whew, okay. Like, I literally said, like, I was going to cut it out and I didn't. Because it was such a raw, real moment. And I was just like, okay, like, wow, I'm getting emotional. Normally I would cut stuff like that out, but I didn't. And for that reason, it really stands out to me. Also, I said one of the dumbest things I've ever said that I tried to get over and make a t-shirt, which was, let me taste that riff, bro. The guitar riff sounds awesome. I want to eat it, you know. It's dumb stuff. But that was a really interesting episode. A lot of dynamics there. But that was a really good one. One more that I want to shout out. It's one of the hardest things that I've ever laughed at, actually. JV, you'll find this funny. And I'm not just saying this because it's you, but the first time I did an interview with the Outshine Boys, I was actually in your basement. And this is almost like one of my favorite moments. We were talking about, I don't know what we were talking about. I think we were talking about like sweating on stage or something. I don't remember what. I had made a comment about something and like I was sweating just because I was hot. It was the middle of summer. And it's like, oh, dude, your face is all red. And I was like, well, yeah, I'm sweating. I'm a fat guy. And they kind of chuckled. And I told the story of I was at work in the freezer putting an order away. And the guy's like, dude, you're sweating buckets. Are you okay? And the way I said this, it killed me. I laughed so hard. I edited it out. But where I said to them, like I said to this kid, like the kid says to me, oh, you're sweating buckets. Are you all right? And I said, I don't know if you're aware of this. This might come as a shock to you, but I'm a fat guy. And we all started laughing. And for whatever reason, it's the way I said it. Just, it killed me. Me and Dylan never got to do our Metallica album review episode we were going to do. We got to do that still. Dylan, I don't know if you're ever going to hear this, but we should do that for sure still. But, that, and then one other episode that was really special was the episode 50 live cast was a special episode because that was one where it was really cool. There's a lot of fun stuff that happened, but that was actually also shout out to Jason Reese, Jay Bridges Larts. That was one where he showed up during the live cast to bring me my t-shirts. I'd never met Jason before. That's the first time I actually got to meet Jason, and that was really special for that moment. A couple other ones that come to mind. JV, that was a great question. It's really making me think. Um, I did an interview somewhat recently with a man by the name of Hoogie. And as someone who dabbles in guitar teching, Hoogie is a guitar tech on the road for Shinedown, among tons of other bands. I've basically been following his career for a long time. Getting to chat with him on my podcast was an honor, and that was really cool for me. And then having Joe Loving from Mean Beard on, because that was the start of a beautiful friendship. There's tons more. I can literally keep going, but those are a few that come to mind. Sorry that took so long to answer, guys. Holy cow, that was way too long to answer. I apologize. Uh, Lynn, paranormal podcast would be amazing. It would be fun. Lynn, I'm sorry. I don't know if you're. I hope you're still here. Sorry, I didn't mean to take that long to answer that. Paranormal podcast would be amazing. I would do it. I would totally do it. There's a lot of them out there. But what I bring differently to the table is I'm a scaredy cat. So I get to a point when I do a paranormal podcast, I will scare myself while I'm doing it. Like if I'm reading something, I'll actually start getting afraid. So that's kind of cool. Excuse me. Adam, you have some. Good Lord. Sorry. Holy cow. I'm going to give up smoking, apparently. Jeez. I don't actually smoke, but yeah. You have some controversial views like cheesecake is tasty. You shut up. It is very tasty. Yeah, JV man. Sorry, I hope you're still here. But yeah, the that Rival Town Useless Hands is badass. It's a really good EP. They actually just released a single too, like last week. The One Who Pushed. Check that out too. It's really good. But yeah, that Useless Hands, man. That is a doozy of of an EP. For sure, a doozy of an EP. Well, that's the thing, Blaine. Is like when I did an episode of the podcast not that long ago where I was reading uh, horror stories off of Reddit, and I was in the middle of doing one, and I literally got myself so scared while I was doing it that like you can hear in my voice, I start getting scared. I was like, like I start like stuttering and like, and I literally said after that one story, I was like, I'm literally scared because I'm sitting in my basement apartment, not here, but in the basement apartment at my parents' house. It was like 1 a.m. I was in a room just like this, but this light was off. I forgot that light was still on. Um, so it was like really dark. All you could see was the glow of the computer screen, and I scared myself. I scared myself so badly reading these silly horror stories off of Reddit that were not real. Like they're, um, I don't know. I have what I like to call a very hyperactive imagination. So I will scare myself a lot. That's why I don't like watching horror movies a lot because I get scared. This is what it is. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We got Ryan Rebellion Smith in the house. Ryan, what's up, buddy? Of the great Please Stand By. One of the two people involved with my most listened to episode in a while. Just throwing that out there again. Episode 266 of the Hotter Show brought back some numbers, and I don't care about that stuff. Let me be honest. That's not why I'm doing this podcast. I do it for fun. It's an outlet for me. But early this year, late last year, I had a major setback with the podcast when I was having some pretty decent growth. I talked about this 100 times in the show before, but just we basically the site that I was using to host the podcast, I had to leave, and with it, I lost a lot of my download numbers. Like it was cut in like three quarters, so that kind of sucked. Slowly building back up, but last week and this week, I've seen a big resurgence. So thank you to everybody who has been a part of that. I appreciate it. And if you don't regularly listen to the show or watch the show or whatever, I still appreciate you. Thank you very much for tuning into this. We've had some fun here tonight. Like I said, this was a really last minute thing. So I was just like, let's jump on, see who's around, see if we can have some fun. Don't know how long I'll go for. I have until, what time is it now? I have to leave. Not yet. I got some time. I got time. So if you're in the chat still and you're just, I see a couple people have joined on now. Be sure to say hey. Have some fun banter in the chat or whatever. Ask me a silly question. You guys want to see something really funny I have on my desk? Two things. What's on TJ's desk? Oh, here's something cool I have on my desk. Check this out. This is cool. Jason, I don't know if you're still watching, buddy, but this was a gift from Jason Reese. Da-da-da. This is an all-access pass to the Chinlock Wrestling 5 event that I went to last year. Yeah, feels like a lifetime ago. Which is the first Chinlock event I went to. Fell in love. Love Chinlock Wrestling. I love wrestling in general. Speaking of wrestling, here's something fun I have on my desk that's always on my desk. This was a gift from a friend. The protector of the Hotter Show studios here. The man of 1,000 holds, Dean Malenko, one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. He sits right over here. Never leaves. What else do I got on my desk here? Aww. Of course. Come on. I love that picture frame too, by the way. I don't know why I'm giving you a tour of my desk, but this is what we're doing. If anyone can tell me what this guitar is, I'll give you a prize. I don't know what, but if you can tell me whose guitar specifically this is. It's a very specific guitar played by somebody who is a now considered a very classic rock musician. It's good times. It's called Old Blackie is the guitar. And if you're not watching right now and you're listening to this after the fact, I feel really bad for you because you just missed that whole thing. This is kind of cool. Check this out. Just random and cool. Come here, you. This is a Gigs Music guitar pick. One of the only ones left in the world. And I have it sitting here on my desk. Yeah. Les Paul. So Adam, it is a Les Paul guitar. But it's a specific person plays that. This little figurine thing is based off of someone's guitar. It's a very specific guitar. Not a lot of people would get it. But yeah, that's why I'm saying I'll give you a prize. I'll give you a t-shirt if you can tell me whose guitar this is. Anyone watching. And if you're listening to this after the fact, go watch the video. Skip forward to an hour in and like an hour or so in. Watch the video. If you can tell me whose guitar this is, I will give you a free t-shirt. Fun times. Little incentive. Not Geddy Lee, Lynn, but good guess. Right era of music. He's a Canadian artist, too. Throw that out there. I got packing tape on my desk. I don't know why. Oh boy. Good times, good times, good times, good times. Oh. I am going to. Where are we at here? So again, those who are watching, feel free to jump on the chat. Do a little Q&A ski. And my phone is going to die. Whatever, I don't need it, I guess. Well, what's funny, too, is this little corner of the world I'm in right now. Oh, I got something cool I can show you guys. Check this out here. I'm gonna have to turn, and I can't see live what I'm doing, so hopefully this works. Oh shoot! Hey, let me just do this. I'm making this way harder than it needs to be. I'm gonna show you guys this. This is cool. Very proud of this. That right there, folks. I'm also watching this at the same time on my phone to see if it's actually in frame. I think it should be. This is one of my prized possessions. It was actually a gift from my grandma Hodder. And this is my Lane Staley poster. Also note the Metallica load flag over there. Good times. Not Eric Clapton, Lynn, but another good guess. Another good guess. Right era-ish there. I feel like I should give you a hint. See, any hints I give you, I think I'm going to give it away. It's got to be a game. Especially those who are listening after the fact. It's got to be a game or watching after the fact. It's got to be a game. It's all about. Gonna go live on the Instagram again here. A little bit longer. We'll call her a day here. What's up, Instagram? Going live here again on the old Instagram. I'm doing a Facebook Live here. Saturday night's all right for a live cast, folks. That's what we're doing. Hanging out. Adam, it's not Dimebag. That's actually later, way later. So you got to back it up. Back it up. He has a song. See, if I tell you a song name, you can Google it and you'll know who it is. So I can't do that. He's a legendary Canadian songwriter with an interesting voice. That's all I'm going to say. If you guys are watching this on the Instagram right now, doing a live cast here, I'm doing a little contest. Anyone who can tell me, I'm just doing this for Instagram here, whose guitar this is, I'll give you a prize. It's going to be a t-shirt. I got a couple random t-shirts left. Something fun. Tell me whose guitar this is. This is based off of someone's guitar. And it's a pretty accurate replica. Except for the strings are all messed up, but it's a little replica. So you can tell me whose guitar this is. Who played this guitar here. Old Blackie. And I'll give you a t-shirt. But if I have to ship it to you, you're paying the shipping. We got Joe Loving in the house on the Instagram. What's up, Joe? What's going on? I was talking about you earlier, how awesome you are. No big deal or anything. But again, something cool that we got coming up. For those of you who are just tuning in, we have Ah, Brandon Hastings coming in with the answer to the guitar. Of course, Brandon Hastings of Outshine comes on and immediately knows whose guitar it is and immediately wins the contest. Of course. Brandon Hastings of Outshine guessed correctly that this was Neil Young's guitar. This is Neil Young's a replica of Neil Young's guitar Old Blackie. Brandon Hastings, you have won the contest, sir. Congratulations. Brandon's also on the Instagram now. Good times. Good times. Sam's also on the Instagram. Hey again, babe. What's up? Still hanging out. Swap to IG. Mark, what's up, brother? How you doing? Swap to the IG. Yeah. I think in retrospect, I should have done this on Instagram live because Facebook Live is really weird. I don't like it. But I feel like more people I know are on Facebook that would join in and hang out. But either way, whatever. This was just a fun random live that I was doing. Yeah, Brandon, congratulations. Hit me up. I'll tell you what you won if you missed it. It's nothing. Just kidding. He did hear. I don't know if you heard what the prize was going to be. I hope you didn't. I'm just joking. Have any coffee left? I'm out of coffee. It's a little clearer. Yeah. Well, this I'm on the uh this is on my phone, the Instagram feed, whereas the Facebook one is on my actual computer with my good webcam. So that's the difference there. I'm gonna assume. Also, this is pointed at light up there, so that's not helping the situation. If I did this, yeah, it's probably a little better. But then I have to hold it. I'm not about that life right now, so I'm gonna just put it right there. Hey, Mark. The only thing the government didn't take from him when he evaded taxes, he hid old Blackie away, as well as one of his acoustics. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true, and it's a fun story too. I remember hearing that story when I bought this little replica. Was they told me that story, and I was like, really? Neil Young evaded the tax evasion? What? He also made some poor decisions with investing in certain things, but it's another story for another time. Oh, good times, good times, good times. Celebrities and musicians make me laugh. All right, Joe, have a good night, brother. Those of you who are just joining us on the Instagram or the Facebook, I'm doing a Saturday nights, all right, for a live cast, mainly on the Facebook. I'm jumping on the Instagram a couple times just to kind of pop in and say, hey, see what's going on. If you want to watch the whole thing, you can go to the Facebook, or you can check out the evergreen version of this, which will be live on all the normal outlets the podcast is available on, or on the YouTube. If for some reason you want to go check it out, there's just a fun way to kill some time on a Saturday night hanging out. Wasn't Neil Young super involved with those weird Zune things? Not the Zunes. He was involved with he had a, oh gosh, I think it started with a P. The name of shoot. It was basically a really high quality, like vinyl like quality music streaming device. And like MP3 format, but like way better quality. Because that's what Neil Young was all about. He's all about he wants things to sound as good as they can. And he was always arguing and complaining about the sound quality of MP3s and stuff like that. He always said it wasn't the same, which I don't know. I grew up in the CD era. I didn't grow up in the vinyl era. I've never been a big vinyl buff or anything. If I was, I'd probably agree with him. But I'm not. So I don't agree with him on that. I don't really hear too much of a difference. But again, if I was a big vinyl buff like he was and I grew up in that era, I'd probably feel the same way. But yeah, I can't remember the name. It was like Pong or Poem. I don't remember something. It was like literally, it was like a Zune, like an iPod type thing, but it was Supposed to be really high quality. And I think he lost a lot of money in that deal, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong on that, though. But I don't know. Curious about that. Very curious. If anyone knows the story to that, I'd love to, you know. Yeah, he was talking about, was it Google Play that he was talking about? Apparently they sound amazing and blah, 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 which is cool. I don't know. I haven't heard it. It all sounds the same to me. I don't know. Except for when I'm wearing these headphones. Um, these headphones, my Sennheisers, make everything sound super bassy. So I don't know. But it all kind of sounds the same to me. I don't really hear too much of a difference. Scotty D in the heads house on the Instagram. Scotty, what's up, buddy? We're hanging out on a Saturday night here. Flack with the DAC for the win. Fio makes them. They are actually. Oh, that's cool, Mike. I'll have to check that out, man. I'm not familiar. That's cool. I'll have to check that out. Sup, Scotty? How you doing, buddy? One of my Patreon supporters, guys, in his house. Scotty D. Hope all is well, buddy. Again, if you're just tuning in, just doing a fun little live cast episode here on a, on Saturday night, just killing some time. I've been going for about an hour on the Facebook. I've been on the, the Instagram just on and off, just kind of seeing who's on there. Some people like the Instagram, some people like the Facebook. It's no right or wrong answer, really. Tired, bro. Midweek term week. Oh, Scotty, man, I feel for you, buddy. I feel for you. Nate's in the house. What's up, buddy? Oh, man, this coffee has done nothing. So that's Tim Hortons to making coffee that doesn't wake me up. I was all hyped up on coffee when I started this. Now I'm just like, ugh. Good Lord. Whew. All right. How's things up there in ye olde Cape Breton? Y'all know what garlic dip is up there yet? Or are you still giving out that slop? FLAC files are high quality audio files, basically what you were mentioning about Neil Young. There are players now, but it's like $700 for one. It's basically like an iPod, but way better. Why is you just own a nice stereo? LOL. That's cool. I'm gonna have to look into that because I've never really heard about that, Mark. That's interesting. Huh. That's very interesting. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna, you know, spend $700 on a player for for listening to music, but hey, everyone has their thing, right? Everyone has their thing. All right, buddy. Have a good night, Brendan. See you later. Lots of rain today. Donair sauce all the way. Now, listen, I like Donair sauce. Don't get me wrong. But I'm telling you, I will never forget how mortified I was when I walked into a pizza shop. You don't need garlic sauce. It's already got garlic on it. Okay, so for those of you who don't know the story, I'll tell the story real quick. So I was in Cape Breton. Excuse me. 2 years ago? 3 years ago? 2 years ago? I don't know. Whatever. When I was in Cape Breton last, whenever that was, we got pizza. Very good pizza. From a place I can't remember, but shout outs to them. And went to the pizza shop, got the pizza, and I asked for garlic dipping sauce. For my Ontario peeps, y'all know what garlic dipping sauce is. It's garlic sauce that you get with the pizza. Dip it in a little thing. It's really good. I ask, for garlic sauce. And these people look at me like I am just the craziest person they've ever come across, okay? And they're like, wait, what? You mean donair sauce? I'm like, no, garlic sauce. Because it's different. It's not the same thing. And they're so confused. So we go to like 3 different pizza places looking for sauce. Because also Sam really loves it too. So we needed to find it because she likes it. Um, what is it? Bianchini? Not remembering the name. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be in trouble on that one for not remembering. It's good stuff though. Um, it's good stuff. Yeah, he won't approve of me for not remembering that. But finally, we go into this one pizza place, and I walk in, and I asked this poor lady for garlic sauce, and she just goes, "Dear, I have no idea what you're talking about." I was like, "Garlic sauce?" She's like, "No, that doesn't exist. That's not a thing." I'm like, "Yes, it is. Like, what are you talking about? It's not a thing." And she says, "You're not from here, are you?" I said, "No, I'm from Ontario." And she goes, "Must be an Ontario thing." I'm like, "No, it's a world thing. Everyone else in the world has garlic dipping sauce with their pizza. Not in Cape Breton. Not a thing. All of Nova Scotia. And Quebec, apparently, too. Or so I was told. So, yeah. Don't go to Cape Breton and ask for garlic dipping sauce to your pizza. You'll get really weird looks." So anytime I have a communication with Nate at all, I say, "Hey, y'all got the real sauce up there yet?" But don't get me wrong, I mess with donairs. Oh, buddy. I'd go for one right now, actually. Nice donair. Whew. Be good times. That would be good times indeed. Speaking of donair, I'm getting really hungry. So I think I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to go get myself a little something to eat. See what I can't scrounge up here at like, it's got to be past 9 o'clock now, I think. Yeah, Mark, it is like the ketchup chips, right? Like, I have a lot of American buddies, and they think it's crazy. This is false, Nate. The best pizza in the world is actually in Kingston, Ontario, Canada. Shout out to Geno's. Best pizza around. But the pizza in Cape Breton's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Yeah, they do. But I have a couple American buddies who have tried the ketchup chips, and they love them. So, like, they get it. They're like, it's weird, but I get it, you know? So, it's funny how that works. But anyway, I'm going to sign off here tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming and hanging out. It's been a blast. If you guys are watching this or listening to this after the fact, thank you very much. It means the world to me. Be sure to tune in next week. I've got a really fun interview coming with my man Kyle from Harmonic Dissection, as well as Colette. So be sure to check that out. We have a lot of fun doing that. And then the following week is the Halloween special. Don't miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks so much again for tuning in. Shout out to all the sponsors of The Hotter Show, Mean Beer, Jay Bridges Arts, and Kale Riddick Painting. And I'll catch you guys next time on The Hotter Show. Take it easy, guys. Have a fantastic rest of your night and weekend.